All right, let's dive right in and talk about the three things that you have to do so that you can reinvent yourself. My name is Midi Abraham. I'm South Sudanese by birth. Currently, I live in Uganda. Some 1 year ago, I finished my senior and I've been on vacation. And during that time, a lot has happened to me, but I don't want to lament now. I'm just going to talk about the three steps that I've really taken so that I can do the things that I've always wanted. And currently, I can tell you with a lot of conviction that I'm living a life that I've ever wanted. I'm doing the things that, I just don't know what to say, but though I'm still new in the arena, I know with time I'm going to do the things. So I've watched a lot of podcasts, I've listened to a lot of people, I've listened to a lot of advice, and I've encompassed them like into three things that anyone can do so that they can really invent themselves and do the things that they always wanted. And those three things are setting goals, then secondly, shifting your identity. And then the last thing is putting down systems so that you can really engage in those activities in day to day in whatever that you are doing. So, why are these three steps important and how can they help you in the long run? One, setting goals. Setting goals is something that I learned. I don't know whether it's this last year or some 2 years back, but I've been hearing about them. What are your goals? What are your vision? Those things. Those are the things that I've been hearing for so long that I decided to do it. When I decided to do it, I did it the wrong way, but currently, you have to fail many times so that you can stand up. And I've done that many times, and it has just given me help me in three ways. What are these three ways? First of all is goals. They give you that direction in life. Like currently now, I know what I'm doing. Like this week, what am I supposed to achieve? This month, what am I supposed to achieve? Like this year, what are the three things that I have to achieve? Like when I engage in those things, like at the end of the year, I will now look back and say, wow, I did this. So this also goes to you. Like you have to write down, you have to know your goals, you have to know your visions about the things that you want to do. And the best way you can do it is to write it down. And when you write it down, also break it down into your day-to-day activities. One of the best thing that I've ever had is if you have goals, but they are not on your do they are not on your to-do list. They are just wishes. They are not goals. Because whatever the goal that you want, I'm telling you, they are not going to fall from heaven like manna and you just transform into it. It is a hard thing. Most people who have been there, like if you have listened to these people who have done it in life, they add goals and they engage with all their might in doing that thing. So goals, they really give you that whatever, that clarity and that you know direction that you have to always look until onto, like that north star. It is very important to have that goals. And the second importance of having goals is that it gives you that clarity to say no to most things. Saying no sometimes is just the best things. Like right now, whenever I want to do something, I have to ask myself, like, what I'm doing, does it take me further or it is bringing me back? And when I do that, I get that focus, because I know what I want. I just focus my energy, my time, and the little resources that I have in doing that thing. So goals are very important in doing that. That brings me to the second point, which is identity shift. This one I can't stress it more. Some time back, like when people could see me with my tripod, the ring light, they could say, hey, content creator, TikToker, and I could feel offended. But right now, I have accepted that if you're a footballer, when they call you a baller, you're not going to feel bad. Like, let me give you another example. Yesterday, I was talking with a friend of mine, and the person said, man, you're too ambitious. Then it is something that I've been, dealing with to accept. And the truth is, I'm ambitious. There, I had to accept, yeah, I'm ambitious because I know I am made for more, and I know you are also made for more. You have that feeling. All of us are made here to evolve and become something which will really make us in the future. So that's why changing your identity, it is just like the best thing. And also, there are three things that I wanted to engage in. One was like reading books. Secondly was working on my body. That's going to the gym. Then creating a content or just creating something or helping someone. And these things, like nowadays, I've changed my identity. Like on my daily basis, Let me just give you my morning routine. Like when I wake up in the morning, I watch this pastor from Nigeria. Like he explains like biblical things. That one is for my spiritual growth. Then secondly is what I really love, which is reading books. Currently I'm reading Rich Dad and Poor Dad, and then from there I now go to the gym. Now I've shifted my identity. These are the things that I'm doing each and every single day. And also when you shift your identity, it becomes very easy for you. Sometimes you will not feel like maybe going to the gym, but when you say you're someone who goes to the gym, now there will be little friction between you and that activity. So it is very important to shift your identity into that thing that you want to be. They say fake it until you make it. That means you have to be new in the arena before they can truly accept you, and that's the only way you can achieve your goals or reinvent yourself. That's even like changing identity and reinventing. Those are the same thing. Like you are reinventing so that you can become that person, because they say sometimes you have to leave other things behind so that you can become what you really want. That now brings me to the last thing, which is having systems. You know, every big company that ever operates, if you have ever been into one of these factory, one thing they have is there is that person who generates, the person who operates the computer, the person who is chief, the person who monitors it. Like they have placed in that system so as they can become that product. And that's the same thing that you have to also instill into yourself. For example, if you want to grow as a person, and you want to do maybe mentally, you want to grow mentally, so you need to have a system. Every day at this time, this is the thing that I will be doing. And that's the thing, that's why it sometimes I say, having goals, it is overrated, and having system, it is underrated. And something that I learned the hard way. I had these goals, I had these big things, I could write them. I remember when I was in senior four, most times I went like 5 times to my teachers, like crying, like things are not going well. I'm writing these things, but I'm just not engaging in them. Like I was so stressed. That's when they sat me down and said, yeah, like it is good to have goals, but if you can't put them down, those are just wishes. If you can't do them if they are not your habits, or like they are not into your day-to-day routine, those are just what uh wishes. So that's why it is important to have system in position. Like for instance, now morning routine, as I said before, I wake up, I hear the word of God, I read a book, I go to the gym. That's the system that I've placed in my morning routine. And every morning I do that. And it's now becoming second nature to me. So it is important to write, like to put system into place. You can have these big goals, but if you're not doing them daily, there is no way that they are going to compound and become that thing that you have ever wanted. So please put down systems so that it can give you that clarity. It can break those big goals of yours into simple things, into tangible things, into the things that you're doing on your day-to-day things. I don't want to take it long. I hope you have learned something here, and please go after this, write down the goals you want, change your identity. What kind of person do you want to live? What kind of legacy you want to leave behind, the lifestyle you want to engage in? How do you want to help others and yourself? These are the questions that you have to ask yourself so that you can get clarity. And when you do that, you put down the systems. If I want to help people, what do I need to do? When I go to market, I see someone, I give the person money. When a friend of mine asks me, hey man, I have nothing, you give that person. That's now a system. You want to read books, what system have you put in the place? So in the morning when I wake up, maybe at 7, at 6, I'll be reading. Like you have to do this thing day and day. That's the only way it's going to stick. And the two things that I've seen, like they are the determinant of what separates like people who are doing something with their life, you know, good things, is you have to be disciplined and you have to be consistent. Discipline and consistency, these are like the two traits of everyone. Listen to everyone. Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, these people, Cristiano Ronaldo, all these people, they are disciplined and consistent. Before I end, I'm going to be doing this activity where at the end of it, like you can write anything that you don't understand in the comment section about what I've talked about, the questions that you have, how can I help? If there is a way I can help you, the next episode I will always answer those questions. Please write anything that you don't understand in the comment below, and also help me Don't just watch, you subscribe, you check whether you have subscribed, and you can also share with one or two friends of yours. It will really help me a lot, and it will also help you because it will give me that courage, that momentum, so that I can always do this. Ciao.